个好人是什么感受？便是觉着这世间无一不好，无一不善内心，坦坦荡荡，无所愧疚，生来欢喜，死亦无愧。
Today is just the first case. Do you think it will be sort of an uphill challenge for you to...
Oh, everywhere we go is always an uphill challenge because the rules never stay. Right? All of a sudden in this general election we can do this, another general election we cannot do that, and then boundaries change. It's always an uphill battle, especially when you're faced with a ruling party that does not believe in democratic principle. Suka do this, suka do that. Right? And this is what we're facing. But I keep coming back to this point. That you're facing the Singapore Democratic Party. You know the spirit behind them. So they're in for a good fight this time.
But actually, Amania from the Independent, I just want to find out what are some groundwork initiatives you have to engage the residents in Sembawang?
Here, in fact, as I speak, tomorrow, the day after, we're going to be starting our house visits. Our objective is to knock on every door, especially in the SMC. We've done one round of flyering already. We'll probably do another one towards the end of April, and then with house visits. And again, starting this week, we're going down and not waiting for the election campaign to get down to the MRT station. Admiralty is not far from here, right? And we're going down there to do the flyering. You can imagine that everything that we've done in last 9 years in Bukit Batok, we have to squeeze it into 2 months.
Although we've been knocking on doors since 2022 when we first came out to Sembawang GRC, and I think Minister Ong Ye Kung is aware of that.
Very well. Yes. Yes, I think it's a wonderful idea. Because when we get Sembawang GRC, we'll run it Sembawang GRC with Sembawang West. So we welcome that idea. Yeah. We will get to that in a couple of weeks. I just want to make sure that we take one step at a time to announce the candidates. Anything else, everybody?
Comes about here, your visit to Sembawang West this morning, what are some common concerns you've heard and what's your first impression?
Oh, but today we started very early and we were just concentrating on fly drop. You know, on Sunday morning, just have the pakai akal a bit. We go and knock on doors and then wake everybody up on Sunday morning. So let's just, and then we'll have sessions, we'll come and we'll have house visits. And then we'll have our breakfast that we've been doing all this time. Get residents, let them know through social media, ask them to come and join us. Any questions, what they want us to raise, all these are their concerns, their aspirations. Bring it with us. Okay, guys.
Yeah, sorry. Would you be able to share your plans? I know you already mentioned three, but your plans for other constituencies. When might you be able to share them? Given that
yes, I think we're planning for something in the next 2 weeks. So by then we will have updates for you. Yes. Well, we were talking about stretching from Bukit Panjang all the way to over here. Right. That is where I think we'd like to concentrate our effort. Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm sweating so confused. Thank you so much. Anything for Professor Sambaya as well?
Yeah, I'm Singaporean from Tamil. Then I can answer
I'll finish for you.
I would like to ask Professor Tambaya about your plan for Bukit Panjang.
Right.
Also about then how your when your focus on how you started, how long you've been on the ground in Sembawang.
Yeah, so we've been active in Sembawang way back. In fact, my first ever taste of actual electoral politics was in 2011 when I spoke at the SDP rally in Sembawang. Nobody noticed. The next day I spoke at Bukit Panjang and I got no end of phone calls from various people. So we have been in Sembawang for a long time, and we had to leave in 2015 when Martin Lutfi was hived out from Sembawang. Then in 2022 we came back, and I still remember we did a National Day, was it National Day? National Day walkabout. We came to Sembawang, and that evening I was at a function, it was somewhere around that time, maybe that weekend, and Minister Ong Ye Kung was there, and my wife said, you know, you should go and talk to him. Before I could do that, he came and shook my hand. He said, "You're not coming to Sembawang?" I said, "Yes, we are." And so I think it's not a secret since 2022 that the SDP has been coming to Sembawang. And interestingly enough, this time around with Sembawang West being carved out, this is an opportunity for us to try and recover what has happened, given that Bukit Batok was just taken away from us completely arbitrarily, so it seems. In terms of my plans for Bukit Panjang, we've been walking around. We've covered, if I'm not mistaken, 135 or 100 of the 150 blocks. Bukit Panjang, as you know, is the largest SMC in Singapore. We've had a number of community interactions. We've met with the residents. They've gotten to know us. Just like in the hawker center in Bukit Batok, we have this coffee shop at in Bukit Panjang where they kind of expect us, and they know where we're coming. They kind of know what drinks we're going to order as well. So I think Bukit Panjang will continue, and we are definitely looking forward to a good contest both in Sembawang GRT and especially in Sembawang West SMC.
I think for the record, we would hear contestant six, yeah. And then they start
Coming up.
Maybe just one more on. So for Bukit Gombak SMC and Bukit Batok.
We will get to that.
Yeah, we're definitely exploring. Hope it.
Well, thanks very much, everybody. Have a good Sunday. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for being here this morning. It's something that is going to be, promises to be meaningful. By now, you would have known that I'm coming to this single seat, this SMC, stand as a candidate. So this morning, we're all here to announce my candidacy for Sembawang West SMC. But that means that I have to leave Bukit Batok, and I do it with a heavy heart. You don't spend 10 years getting to know the residents, building up the community, entering the lives of the residents there, and then have it yanked away from you with a stroke of a pen without feeling that void. I'll be very honest with you. We distributed our last flyer on the eve when they announced, the EBRC announced the report. I covered the last block of flats for flyer distribution in Bukit Batok. The following day, on Tuesday afternoon, I was half expecting it, but at the same time, when reality hits, it's not easy to accept. But that's where we are. I just want to thank the residents at Bukit Batok for allowing me into their community, allowing me into their lives, and it's something which I will treasure. But even as I come to this SMC, I'm not leaving Bukit Batok behind. You cannot leave them behind, because even as we go into Parliament, we do it for them and with them. But this is the game that we play. This very blatant, egregious gerrymandering that we have to contend with. It's beyond our control. But this morning, we're not going to talk about what we cannot control. We're here to talk about what we can control. And what we can control is this campaign here in Sembawang West. Through their gerrymandering, we find ourselves here, new, but it won't be for long. We will be camped out here, and our mission is to tell every resident of our message. The message that we're here and we will fight to lower the cost of living. PM Lawrence Wong says he will do everything to help you cope with the cost of living. The cost of living that the PAP has jacked up. And now they play wayang right now and say we're going to give you rebates and vouchers to help you cope. After 60 years, we're celebrating SG 60 this year. After 60 years, they still want us to cope. Tell the ministers to tell us, are they just coping or are they thriving? The SDP's message is this: we don't want Singaporeans just to cope, just to survive. We want Singaporeans to thrive. That is our message.